Well, the one thing I like about Nintendo that's hurt them as far as getting some of the games onto its console is that developers aren't necessarily against like the system itself. It's that they're trying to use as much of like the Xbox One and the power of the current console, and the Wii and the Wii U can't match up in terms of power. So they can't. They're like, we can't port this over unless we have to. I mean, unless it cuts down their game to a point where they are not willing to cut down their game that far.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of Nintendo games, or like a lot of games that get ported over Nintendo. I mean, personally, I don't care about the graphics, but sometimes you lose gameplay and you have stutters and glitches that you wouldn't have if the Nintendo systems were a little bit more powerful.
Yeah, graphics are a weird thing because it's like I don't mind. I'm not a graphics like hound in that like I'm not like, oh, it's got to be these amazing realistic graphics. But you don't want them like lazily done too, to where it looks like total shit. So yeah, like Alone in the Dark.
That was awful.
Damn, Alone in the Dark was such a disappointing game. Just
like
absolutely.
if I have a 360, I don't want it to look like a fucking Dreamcast. Like, come on.
Oh man,
I spent a lot of money on this damn thing.
Absolutely. Or if you're gonna port something over, I just. My thing is, if it's unplayable and a piece of shit, don't. Don't waste your time, our time, and everybody's money making a crappy product. Like Raccoon City. There's that should have been really just revamped, So whoever played that the first time through should have been like, nope, this is a piece of shit. Yeah, you totally fucked this one up. You need to go back to the drawing board and fix this because everyone is going to ream it.
Well, I'm sure like it got to the point of just like, we don't have money to spend on this anymore. Put it out. Just put that.
Screw the customer.
Yeah,
buy
it. Is, yeah. They'll buy it, and plenty of people did pick that up first day.
Just because it says Resident Evil.
Yeah, I almost did, and I mean, luckily, like it was just
Got something that might interest you. Got a selection.
It was just like universally like shitty reviews were abound for that game. Everyone was like, "This game is a piece of crap."
What are you selling? Thank you.
Silly bastard buying that headdress that was right next to him the whole time.
Thank you.
I mean, the one thing, my big thing I've always argued for Nintendo is that the games I play on it are nothing like what I get on the Xbox or the PlayStation. They like with Mario and any of their big series, they're not afraid to mess with the gameplay style of the series to help the game stay fresh. Like Super Mario 64 was just hugely different from any previous Mario, but they did it and it worked and it was an amazing game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're right,
So it's like
in the same way, though, that I feel I think that's more noticeable with Nintendo, though, because it doesn't share games with other consoles when it comes to, like, first-party titles. So, like, in the same way that, like, with Xbox and PlayStation, though, you're sharing the rest of everything else, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, Nintendo's got its corner of the market, and I feel like what happens now is, like, Nintendo has its, like, tiny-ass little section that it does.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft and Sony have the rest of it, and Nintendo lets them do their thing, and they let Nintendo do its thing, and that's how they're gonna do it until.
Well, Microsoft and Sony tried to get on the motion stuff, and it just did not go well for them.
Yeah, it is weird too in that, like, collectively, like on the internet, people just. They don't give a shit about motion gaming. Like, they don't want it. You know what I mean?
Well, and most people
fucking exercise when I'm playing a video game. What the fuck?
Well, it's like the TV thing. Like all these companies, like everyone trying to climb up Roku's ass about providing like a TV streaming service box. there are plenty of those out. The Roku's $80, and your game console does all that with those apps. At this point, like, you know, I don't need PlayStation TV or Apple TV or any of those things. I just would rather, you know, let us use what we have.
Well,
and if you really care about TV, I guarantee you have a cable subscription already. You know, like...
If you're really getting into that, like, all I need my Xbox One to do, whenever I do buy it, when I will, whenever it goes down in price a lot because I'm poor, I don't give a shit about it being able to turn a TV on or interact with my television or social networking. It's a game console.
It's
like,
a game
I feel
console.
like that got forgotten.
Games. I wanted to fucking play games. You're exactly right.
It was a totally cool addition that they, you know, you can stream all your stuff there. Like, you can get Netflix. Like, that's really neat. But at the same time, like you just said, like, I'll just play.
Those apps are nice. Like, I'll
totally
say that.
nice.
And the way they introduced it in the Xbox 360 is like, oh, this is cool. You can watch Netflix and stuff now. You know, it's a very natural transition. Don't make that a selling point, though, where like that becomes now this competitive feature where they're all like, well, look at these apps and it can do this and all that.
I feel like they were selling a new smartphone as opposed to a gaming system.
And that's like, come on, you know, you want it to be a gaming system.
Just into a putrid greenish gray mist.
Especially when you're seeing it, that kind of shit driving up prices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now something is $100 to $200 more expensive, and it's necessarily like a feature where you're like, fuck this,
Offer me an Xbox 0.5 where I can just have the game system. That's all I need.
Like, we just be all in one. Well, if you got so much time for video games, you shouldn't have really time for, like, I don't know.
There's something against people who do like that. I mean, if you like that and that's your thing and you think that's really cool, then that's cool, but I would like the option to not have to deal with that, too.
Well, you know, that fucking Chromecast with its big-ass USB thing is just taking up so much damn room, and I'm just, like, really my cheeseburger-covered fingers can't feel around to the back of my TV to plug it in. Yeah, it's... At times to just assume that, like, we're so damn lazy.
When you said that, I think most people are going to envision you as the comic book store guy from The Simpsons. Worst video game system ever. Eating a cheeseburger in one hand.
It's just like, come on, you know, the idea of an all-in-one device. It's cool, but it's just, I don't know. They're fixing shit that isn't broken. You just don't need to make an improvement on that, you know. Just like with phones, I don't need a thinner, you know, smaller phone. They've gotten pretty thin and small.
I still don't have an iPhone. I have I have just the brick flat.
They're all smart, you know. Like, the next innovation I want to see on the phone is that the phone works anywhere, you know. Until the phone does that,
drop me in the fucking Amazon.
Yes, I want to see a guy being like, "Oh, hey guys, just watching the new season of Orange Is the New Black out here in the fucking boonies." You know, there's no one around except me and this cougar here, and we're just hanging out.
By cougar, you mean animal, not...
Yeah. You know, like, show me that. I don't care that it'll play Angry Birds 0.5 seconds faster than Bill's phone that he bought last year.
What are you selling?
But what's sad is that we couldn't care less about some of that. But there are so many people who, like, they do give it. That's why they keep pushing that sort of sells. You know, and it's the reason Michael Bay movies are still so damn popular.
Damn. It blows my mind because it's like,
sells.
You are spending hundreds of dollars on a phone that barely does something new. Like, barely. In fact, you're like, we're making them outdate our shit faster. You know what I mean? Your phone shouldn't be obsolete in a year. Like, that's ridiculous to me.
I'm back any time.
And like you said, Joe, it's a status symbol. It's like, look how cool I am. Look how much money I have. You know, it's like as much
fucking subwoofers. Okay, I have to vent on subwoofers for a second.
Okay, so subwoofers. Is subwoofer a dude?
Subwoofer is a type of speaker.
No. Oh, you're talking about the actual subwoofer. Okay.
Subwoofers. That is the most retarded fucking way to listen to music in the goddamn world, because all you can hear is the bass.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand, like, if you want to, you know, you're cruising up to the liquor store with some buddies and you want to blare some music and you think it's cool that your heart thuds in your chest or whatever. That you think, you know, hey, you know, let's check this, let's blare this. But fucking driving through neighborhoods at 10 miles an hour and blaring that shit, or just sitting in your driveway working on it over and over again, it's just a fucking status symbol. It has nothing to do with the music. Ah, it's so fucking retarded, man.
Like, how do you feel about rims?
Hey, they're not bothering me. They're kind of cool to look at.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you want to do that, sure. You know, at least it looks like your
Well,
car's
there's
kind of
such a
moving
good way to look at it,
backwards
though.
while
If
you're
they're not
moving
bothering
forward.
you, then
Yeah.
to each their own.
And there's nothing wrong with subwoofers. It's just it is a status symbol. It's just a matter of trying to look cool. Like, you don't have to blare that shit, man. I hate it.
What's it gonna be?
Four again. And then 3.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I did not figure that out on my own. I looked it up, the easiest way to do that. I was like, man, I am tired of spending forever doing that shit. I'm just gonna look up the easiest way.
You have to like go to the gravestones and look, right? To solve
Yeah,
that one.
there's-
Yeah, but beyond that, the puzzle is...
Leon, have you reached the church yet?
Well, yeah. Sort of.
Leon, did I mention not to take the scenic route? At any rate, Ashley's probably inside that structure. Rescue her, hurry!
It reminds me of Dylan said like a puzzle Six and Forever, but I love in the beginning of the remake when they're like you can pick two. So not only can you pick the difficulty like easy, medium, or normal and hard, you can do like mountain climbing or hiking. Remember that?
Sorry, come again?
You remember like the difficulty level was like mountain climbing or hiking? You remember that?
What was that?
And in the remake.
In the remake?
And it was
I
like
thought it was
hiking, you know, it was in the first one. And so like, you know, you had the 3 normal difficulties, Marcus, and then there's an additional difficulty setting where it was like,
Oh shit,
it's like a psychological assessment. It says pick one. And the first option is hiking, where it says, I believe a destination can be reached comfortably. And then the second one's mountain climbing, where it's like, I believe that there's reward in, you know, in the struggle there. Regarding the 2 fugitives, the apprehension of Luis is our top priority. The American agent, a distant second. What Luis stole from us is far more important than the girl. Unless we get it back, the girl will become useless to us. We must get it back to execute our plan to the end. If it gets in the wrong hands, the world will become a totally different place than what Lord Sadler has envisioned. At all costs, we mustn't let that happen. Nevertheless, we're not letting go of the girl. To ensure that the agent does not get to her, I've locked the church door where the girl is being held. Anyone who needs access to the church must first get approval by Lord Sadler. There's a key beyond the lake, but it should be safe now that Del Lago has been awakened by our Lord. No one will get across the lake alive. At all costs, we mustn't let that happen.
I got you.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Plus, our same blood courses through the agent's veins. It'll be just a matter of time before he joins us. Once he does, there will be nobody else left that will come looking for the girl.
Except for, you know, the entire United States government.
And thank you for outlaying your plans for us and leaving
And
that
leaving
document
it in a little shitty shack.
In the shitty shack.
Shitty wall.
It's a shitty shack. A little place where-
It's a shit.
Remember The Simpsons where it's glove
Yeah,
slap,
glove slap, baby.
baby, glove slap. Oh, good, I got some. Okay, so Punisher, my opinion, most important gun in the game.
Over the Red 9?
Over the Red 9, the
Damn.
ability to
Shoot through people?
shoot through multiple enemies at once. You can stumble 2 enemies at a time by shooting at their legs. I find that very
Yeah, sure.
It wastes a lot of ammo, more ammo than the Red 9. It's a lot less powerful, but stumbling enemies in that manner is quite valuable.
Especially if there's a time when you don't have any shotgun shells.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to use your shotgun shells.
So I never upgrade the handgun. The only thing I upgrade on the shotgun before I get the riot gun is reload speed, so I don't get my head cut off.
Yeah.
And then you never update capacity until you're out of ammo and you need it. It's the only time.
Yeah, capacity is the last thing I do. Yeah.
I really don't like that it does flash to a separate screen every time you pick something up. It's kind of old school.
This game was on the cusp of that, though. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is an old game. What year was it?
Shit, 2007, 2006.
No, man, I think before that. I want to say like 2005.
Damn, I'm old.
Dude, so am I.
Jeez, Grandpa.
It just totally doesn't feel, though, like 2005 was that long ago for
No,
some
it
reason.
doesn't. I used to think my mom was weird for saying, like, oh, you know, the 70s don't feel that long ago, but really, the 90s don't
Yeah, the
feel that
90s
long
don't
ago.
feel like that long
2005,
ago.
January 2005.
January 2005. I still remember, like, getting the game and, like,
Oh!
making a cup of coffee and, I mean,
really
doing
played
this
this
exact
all
same
fucking
thing.
night.
Like, sitting on the couch with somebody and being like, oh, we're about to kick the shit out of this game.
I was a junior in high school.
Damn. I was a sophomore in college.
Oh, there, old man. River.
Yeah.
I
Going
was-
to crap up here.
I was in the 10th grade then. I was in the 10th grade when this came out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I'm
there,
still the
old
middle
man.
child. Damn.
You're almost exactly my age, I think. How old are you?
25.
25? So then I was... Oh, yeah, I was always the oldest person in my grade, though.
I was the youngest
Yeah.
in my grade.
Got some
So that's
rare
why, okay.
things on. What are you buying?
Like, I was the youngest to the point where, like, I think I should have been a year
Is that all?
behind.
Is that all?
But I wasn't.
Thank you.
Oh, the
What are
cicadas
you
are
selling?
start-
Wait, say what?
The cicadas are starting.
Is that
Oh,
all?
cool.
Thank you.
Totally irrelevant.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
I like the sound cicadas make. I find it quite relaxing.
Me too.
If you leave your...
Reminds me of being on the
windows
locust porch, like, super late ass at night. Cat's eyes go in the beer stein, bro.
Did I ever get that?
No, you totally didn't.
Oh, crap.
Maybe I can get it when I go back. I don't think so, though.
We could try. It's not, like, catastrophic if you don't, right?
Oh, hell no.
Just extra potatoes.
I just can't believe I forgot to get it.
Just end the zone.
You know, potatoes, you bake them, you mash them, put them in a stew.
Maybe I'm missing quite a bit of treasure. I've, like, been totally zoned.
See, that's what I
No,
did
this
when
is the bear stone right there is all.
That's what I did when I played Arkham Asylum. Beat that in 5 hours.
Yeah, whenever I first play a game, I don't worry about collecting shit hardly at all.
Yeah.
It's when you go back.
Yeah, that's what gives a game replay value.
And then it becomes the obsession of it.
Yeah,
trying to do it
absolutely.
perfectly.
Yeah, I always say it for like the second playthrough. The first playthrough, I'm like, there's so much going on here. Let me finish this main stuff.
Here we go.
Already did once.
Yes, sir. There it is. Fuck you, Indiana Jones Boulder.
Such a great theme song.
I got Ashley to finally watch Raiders of the Lost Ark about a month or so ago.
She'd never
The
seen
movies are
it.
so much
Not
fun.
seen
Such a good
Raiders.
movie.
I told her we'll watch Raiders, and then we'll watch The Last Crusade, and if she wants to, we can watch Temple of Doom.
But there's no point.
I told her, I was like, we are not watching Kingdom of the Crystal. I mean, you know, there isn't another one after that.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom is just as bad as the new ones.
I haven't seen that. So disappointing, too, because Kate Blanchett, you know, is in it.
I know, dude, that's what I thought. I was like, between her and...
What a
everything.
dumbass. I mean, he's
Wow,
got to
that's
see it.
bad.
He's a zombie. Cut him some slack.
He's not a zombie,
Not
though.
done.
He has an insectoid in his
Los
brain.
Which means the cattle, right? So I think, too, even then.
When you find Lewis's notes way later on about how there are like their kind of feeble way of explaining this, there are fungi that will take over ants' brains and shit. That's totally true. There are like
That's what makes The
amoebas
Last
and
of Us
antennas.
Yeah, that's what The Last of Us is based on.
Which
Cordyceps, right?
Yeah, cordyceps. There's an episode of the X-Files where
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the premise. It's really good too.
really?
Yes, except the cordyceps is like found a catalyst, and so it just goes hyper aggressive. It's creepy.
Cool.
Remember when Scully shoves that girl in the room?
Yes.
Very end. Bam.
Yeah.
It's like, damn,
And
that
it's
was
got
close.
it comes at the throat, right?
Yeah, don't ruin it though. He's got to watch it.
Yeah.
It's so
No, I mean
close.
that's like the fatal part of the cordyceps in that in the
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Me and Asher in season 2 right now. She hasn't been able to watch anything. It sucks. I'm still waiting to watch that 3rd episode of the series 3 of Sherlock.
Oh yeah, I've only seen the first one, so. Yang.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, yeah, we're because and she wanted me to wait on her for Lost too. And I was like, babe, I'm waiting on you on Sherlock and X-Files. I'm not waiting on another show with you because I have way too much time this summer and you have to be on.
Yeah. Those are big ass shows to wait on too, because they're all really long. Like the X-Files is 9 seasons.
So I was like,
Sherlock's just the episodes are so long. It's almost like committing to watch a movie, you know. Underwater.
Still had pretty explosive force under all that water pressure.
Yeah, jeez.
One time I was really bored and I was playing a game called Serious Sam. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah.
But in that game you could swim through water and fire guns at the same time.
I do.
I was wondering when they were going to come out.
Yes.
You didn't hear them run up behind you like I heard behind us.
Well, my earbuds are on really quiet so I can hear you guys.
You want me to turn it up?
Just a tiny speck. Just a tiny thing. I need to be able to hear.
How about?
Fucking die.
Laid his ass out.
What were they saying? Oh, you can just like swim around and fire a gun just like normal in that game. So I looked it up. If you can fire a gun underwater, and yes, you can. It won't have the same impact, but don't try to fire a shotgun underwater because it'll blow your hands off.
In real life?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Nope. I was gonna hunt a guy in the woods.
What's this piece of tree? Oh my god, what a shot, dude! Fucking asshole.
Hey Dylan, were you wanting to do the evil with him this way too?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how long of a game that's going to be. It'll be longer than this one, so you'll have to probably be able to wait, because I never have more than 2 days off in a row.
Oh, that'd be fine.
Should.
We just have to get you. You'd be cool coming out multiple times.
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah.
Well, you got to be cool with having to wait to know what happens for a couple days at a time.
Oh no, that's we're totally cool with that. We do that normally anyway.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy. I'm like, oh, I gotta.
And we usually do it about. We usually do it like we try not to wait longer than a week because it's harder to remember
Yeah.
past a week. I always think of like TV shows. You know, it's like one episode per week, so your memory can kind of keep a hold of like what happened.
And what you talked about too, because if you're doing commentary, you don't want to talk about the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
Hey, where's this tree?
Oh, it's on you're with the pipe.
Idiot.
It's on the side,
I
right?
hate having to do that shit. You can hear I've got my rhythm back from like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember how to play now. It's like you hear somebody typing.
Did you guys see anything? Tom, did you see anything for E3 about this game called Tom Clancy's The Division?
Yes, the Division looks awesome.
I am really excited about it, but it almost looks like they're making Destiny's like MMO-ish. It looks like they're incorporating some of that into it too.
Oh, cool. The Division, Rainbow Six looked cool, you know? I liked the animation style of the new Zelda. I thought that was really cool.
Oh man, I thought that was gorgeous.
You know, so all those, you're just like, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck that. That shit gets hard right there.
Yeah.
There's not enough treasure to deal with it.
You know what? That has never crossed my mind.
The only reason
Oh,
that
yeah.
crossed my mind was because
Remember,
of Phil Gill.
At the heart of this game, that's the strategy, you know, and Phil Gilbert was like, fuck this, I'd rather survive, and just ran off.
Away from that boss, like the crazy boss that always had to blow up.
Yeah.
Took the elevator.
liquid nitrogen boss.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We'll show you later, but there's a boss in here, and... Oh, hold on. Sorry, cutscene.
Shit. Vámonos. Okay, ándale.
on the boat.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be saying if I was Leon.
Now the other cop, I thought he drove down the. They ran him off the ditch.
They did, but I guess I went and grabbed both
He
of
went and
the
grabbed
bodies.
his body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone go down there and get him because we can feed his body to Lago.
We gotta keep him happy, man.
Okay. Damn it.
Dragging
Yes.
him everywhere. And we've gone a long way. They had to drag his ass a long way.
Hey Tom.
Yo.
What we should totally do? We should totally watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull sometime. I would really like to see your reaction to it.
Oh, is
Don't do
the
it.
Zelda?
No, a Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh.
Don't do it.
I would love just to see like how you like your honest opinion.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's not good. It's not that bad.
I get you.
It's
Yeah.
better than the new Star Wars,
What
put it
is
that
it?
way.
What is
Okay.
it?
Okay.
It's definitely better than the new Star Wars, but it's not like the whole movie's bad. Like there's some really good ideas there.
Some really stupid shit, too.
But the stupid completely overtakes the good of the movie.
Yeah, the scene where they're swinging from vine to vine.
I want you to see it.
Here we go. I'm
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find someone who.
I gotta get the original 3 again, man. It's been so long since I've seen the original 3.
It's so good.
You can get them on.
Oh man, they're so
He
good.
chose-
Yeah, I need to.
He chose
Holy.
poorly. His face melts off.
We named the dog Indiana.
Man, I need to see Last Crusade again. I love the Last Crusade.
Yeah, Last
Yeah, it's
Crusade
good.
is so good. Oh, if it hadn't have
If
hooked
it
onto
hadn't
him?
hooked him, like, would he have been killed?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He only is
So,
able to live through chances
This
in the
reminds
game,
me,
man.
in a very similar mini game on Black Flag,
Uh-huh.
Damn
this
it.
is how you
Stop swinging
hunt
to the logs.
whales and sharks.
Whales? That's awful.
When I tell you that
Yeah.
you can go whaling in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I mean, like, you go whaling.
Jesus.
You, and once you've killed it,
God
you
damn
watch
it,
them
what's up
raise
pulling
it up
the
from the
logs?
ocean.
Oh my god, stop.
It's rough.
Fucker.
Like, I had to
Well, there you go.
I've only got one hit. He just keeps driving with the logs. Must think I'm doing too good, the director.
Is there a director in this game?
Yeah, we talked about that when last time when we had an unsuccessful try to play through this. The better you do in this game, the more difficult your enemies become.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I thought
because
like
the
Left 4
logs-
Dead was the first.
The last time I played this, the logs on
They don't give you more enemies like in Left 4 Dead. The enemies just become more difficult. They become a little smarter. They'll juke you more, and they'll take more shots to kill.
Jeez.
And the max amount of shots it usually takes to kill one is 10 to 12. So if I plan on doing really well, the gun autos will take 12 shots instead of just like 8.
Oh
You know,
my God.
if you suck pretty bad, you know, or if you're just playing it for the first time or whatever, it will take like 2 or 3 shots to kill. Well, 4.
It's such a neat idea to have a director in there. To kind of gauge
Yeah.
it, you know.
Man, he's having a hard time. Really
Oh shit, that
close.
was close.
I never know which direction to choose. I just choose one and guess. Oh shit.
Oh, I think he's gonna take you into the log. Nope. There you go.
Man, he's being a bitch this round.
Yeah. He normally isn't this squirmy, you know.
Right. Nope. Left, left, left. No, that was close.
Jeez. Here we go.
Normally I've killed him by now. I'm surprised I haven't been thrown off. There he is.
There we go.
Alright. Fuck.
Eat it. Oh damn. You can still see the harpoons just sticking out of him.
Trail blood.
This game still looks good to me.
Yeah, the water especially is pretty convincing. Without a scratch.
Yeah.
But wait. If that really tightened around him, that would have broke his ankle.
Oh.
I always tugging his leg. Someone tugging him though, the rope at the end is still
That would be more hardcore. Cutting your leg off.